Well, I thought I'd do a small watering video. It's not enough is up yet to do a garden video, but let's look at how I'm watering. And you probably hear the sound. I have a splitter here. I do plan to run a hose from here to another bed, but it's not there yet. And so I need really a three-way splitter, but this is what I have, and it does leak a little bit. I really need to replace this end on the hose so it leaks less, but I'll get to that. So this bed, which is on the, trying to get my direction straight, southeast corner of my house, has a soaker hose to water it. Now, soaker hose is nice. It's a little faster than drip tape, but basically it's a porous hose, so it gets enough pressure in it, just kind of releases water. And this is a bed that is basically unchanged since I moved here. My contribution are these dianthus plants, and last summer I expanded it out to the cinder block walk, which I need to do some weed killing on it. And then this spring I planted some mint plants on it. Side, this is my mother's creation. I had very little to do with this. I planted spinach in it one year. That was about it. So she planted all of these plants except for that one. That one makes some very nice flowers for winter. I guess there's still some grass in it I have to pull out. But anyway, I just redid the soaker hose this evening, and it's doing much better than it was. So I think I did something right. It's still not perfect, but it's watering a lot better. On the walk, I have another splitter. I also have lots of pollinators in the chives. Several of them chose to disappear when I knelt down here, but they're all over. Yeah. Okay, so back on topic. One side of the splitter goes here. I just redid this tonight and it's watering much more evenly. I've been having a lot of trouble just getting both sides to water evenly. Here on the north, this one has been doing great, so I've just left it alone. Everything in this bed died. Part of it might have been just frozen, part of it just died, so it's depressing. But there's where all the water comes from. I try to just run one thing at a time. So one of these is if I need water. This goes to the two beds by the house. This one goes to the two out front. Somebody will probably die in the backyard tripping over this hose. Hopefully it's not me. Hopefully it's somebody else. Which is amazing. It's so even. It's even. I didn't run it today. I ran it last night. But it waters the whole garden very evenly. Doesn't matter. We're kind of going uphill here. The worst thing about drip tape is it tends to get blown around by wind, but it does really, really well. So, if it weren't for the weird setup out front, I'd probably use drip tape there too. The only thing with drip tape is I do need this thing to help, reduce the pressure a little bit. And, it's kind of a mess around it. I've done some cleaning up, but needs a little bit more. After I turn this compost pile, I'll probably get serious about it. One thing I do not do is I do not water grass. I keep it about 3 inches long. I'll let it grow a little bit longer. I refuse to water grass unless it's a brand new lawn. Since I'm discussing watering, I was brought 6 broccoli plants to replace the ones that the rabbit ate off. This one of mine is regrowing, but the rest were not. Of course, I have to water them. I also collect rainwater. There's some kind of rules in the West about rain, but rain barrels are generally okay. So that's pretty much how I water my garden, and we'll do a gardening video here pretty soon. Things are coming up, and it's starting to look good, so we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.